Good afternoon or good morning. I'm not sure what time it is, actually. Sunny Tavistock on Friday, sat at my kitchen table, Links magazines, your favourite community magazine. And I'm now with Geoff. Hello, Geoff. Geoff from GP Service. Hello.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm very well. And how are things in your household at the moment?
Not too bad, actually. I've got my three boys and wife Carolyn. They're upstairs doing lots of the schoolwork at the moment, so it's sounding very peaceful.
Good. I've got my daughter upstairs, currently undergoing a piano lesson by video. So it's all by video now. Our whole lives going forward will be video, I'm sure, probably. Anyway, there you go. So now, Geoff, now you provide a really important service. I think a very important service. When the cooker stops working, or the washing machine or whatever, you're the man to call, and you're the person that rectifies that. I think we were talking earlier. You were saying that actually all the way through lockdown, you've been busy. You've been working and helping people in emergencies.
Yes, that's right. We when lockdown first happened, we were kind of all a bit shocked, really, on the 23rd of March, and there was a bit of confusion for a couple of days as to whether or not we could go in houses, what was classed as essential, and then we had some guidance then that cookers and washing machines were classed as essential appliances, and so with having all the correct sort of PPE and that for going into houses and premises, we've certainly done, I've lost sort of count now, but we've certainly done quite a few cooker repairs over the last sort of month or so, in all different places, in sort of care homes, into sort of schools, into domestic premises. And it's been a lot of luck, I think, really, but we've actually managed, there hasn't been a cooker that hasn't been fixed. So that's quite nice, really. We do tend to keep lots of parts as well, so, and I think luck has been on my side. So, yeah, it's been quite successful. And
one can't believe. I mean, suddenly we've got this alien thing called lockdown. There's nobody out on the streets. There's nobody open, and suddenly you wake up one morning and your cooker's not working. It's the worst nightmare ever. I mean, it's bad enough when the cooker doesn't work and you've got to get it sorted, but in the middle of lockdown, I mean, good Lord, I mean, if people like you weren't, willing to, and first of all, willing to go out and help people in those situations, it would be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's been a worry, because of course you're sort of disinfecting your shoes before you go into houses. You're wearing different sort of gloves and changing belts. And I'm getting used to working with that, but it's quite hard though undoing screws on a cooker with rubber gloves on. So there has been one or two that have fallen. Yeah. All
right. So just take us through everything that you're able to do for people right now. So we've talked about cookers. So you're able to go and fix someone's cooker.
Yes.
Do you supply cookers and fit them?
Yeah, we do. We also supply new appliances. We're dealers with Hoover Candy, and they've been brilliant actually, because they've been delivering to us right through lockdown. And whereas a lot of other devices are shut, so we've only had limited spares that we can get from some suppliers, and of course limited appliances. So my joke has always been, you can have any washing machine like, as long as it's a 1400 spin candy machine. So there's been a few of them installed around sort of Tavistock and Plymouth, all the same. So, but yeah, it's been quite a struggle, and we've had to diversify a little bit. We had a run of selling hair clippers. A friend of mine actually said, "Where do you get from? Where the hairdressers all shut?" And I had a look, and one of our spares companies did them. So of course, I thought, actually, there's a few people now that have asked me this, and so quick sort of Facebook advert, and maybe we're selling quite a few pairs of hair clippers and small appliances like kettles. Kettles have been, with a lot of electrical shops shut. We've been advertising them for $11.99. Give Carolyn a call on our number, and we can take a card payment. And I've just been literally dropping them off on the doorstep. It's diversification, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I think a lot of companies during lockdown have found new ways of working, haven't they? Have tried to find new ways of doing business and that. And of course, we're using Zoom now, the technology to speak to each other. But I think a lot of people have tried to adapt. I think what's the old expression? I'm not going to forget it now. What's the expression? It's necessity is the mother of invention. Is that right, I think? And
Yes,
you
yeah.
become more inventive. You can become much more entrepreneurial and inventive when you have to, when circumstances are such. Now, I can also see on your poster behind you, you've got brands like DeLonghi and Kenwood and Magimix, and you've also got a fire extinguisher there. So just take us through the Magimix and the Kenwood. What's that about? Is that you're able to fix those or supply those or what?
Yeah, we're service agents for those companies, and so if you ring up Magimix Direct and you've got a faulty appliance, and you said, where can I get this fixed? We come up as being their local agent. So we're the same with AEG for small appliances, and with Bissell and Kenwood and DeLonghi. So we've actually done a couple of chefs, Kenwood chefs during lockdown as well. That's been quite good. And that was in kitchens in care homes. So been able to repair things like that. So which is good, because we will continue to do that as well. And with the fire extinguishers, we service fire extinguishers as well for businesses, and we've been doing that for a few essential businesses during lockdown. And but of course, a lot of places and that are closed at the moment. So hopefully that'll start back up again.
Well,
but I've been
Certainly, I think all the estate agents around here opened yesterday. I think on the 1st of July, I think a lot of the retailers around here will start to open. I think they're all busy now working on, ways of working, how they can operate within their confines of their shop, etc. And I think a lot of people will be very inventive about that. I think, so I think, life isn't clearly returning to normal, but it's returning to some kind of normality, I think, actually, over the next couple of weeks, which is good. We want that to happen, of course, but also we want people to stay safe. So just take us through now the kind of safety measures that you have in place. So if I was to call you and say, my cooker's broke, you need to come in and fix it for me, please. What kind of safety measures have you got in place, Geoff, that enable you to do that?
Yeah, well, what we do is we do all the social distancing. So when we ring up and say, look, we're on our way, look out for us at the window so you don't have to touch your doorbell or touch your front door. And basically just ask, really, leave the room ventilated, so kitchen window open or kitchen door open. I've got gloves and masks, so I've cleaned my hands with the alcohol hand cleaner. Put my gloves on, come to the house, got the face mask. Shoes are sprayed with disinfectant before I come in, and I actually have a boiler suit as well, and I change them. I got two I have through the day, so of course it tries to sort of limit, bringing anything into your house. But also I'm limiting jobs, so really just sort of sticking it as essential things, so like washing machines, cookers mainly at the moment. And just trying to keep as safe as you can, and try and do all the. I did download the book actually from the government of working in people's houses, and it's about 80 pages. So I've had a good read through that. It sends me off to sleep, but I've read it.
I was going to say that must have been a thrilling night. So how far afield would you go? So if people are viewing this in China or whatever, how far away will you go to travel to do this? What kind of work?
Well, because we're sort of sat in the middle between Plymouth and Tavistock at Wallwell. The area that we do always cover is Tavistock. That's the sort of area I grew up in, and I've been working now in the town really since the mid-90s. So I was always like doing my calls in Tavistock, and with Plymouth we go as far as Ivy Bridge and Saltash and Plymouth, of course. So that nice little loop that we can do. And with the traffic being a lot quieter, it's been good.
Oh yeah, the traffic is a lot quieter, isn't it, to get from A to B? Although I think the roads are busying up again now, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Right. Is there anything else we've forgotten to say, Geoff?
No, I think that's it, and I just want to sort of thank all the customers that have been very supportive, and I get lots of recommends certainly on Facebook, and just thank you very much to anyone that's kind of had us out or recommended us, and it's appreciated.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, okay, let's leave it there. Stay on the line. Thank you very much once again for watching these videos. They're all available on dartmoorlinks.co.uk. and on our Facebook page as well, Links Magazine's Facebook page. I've got some more to do today, so there'll be some more videos posted later on today as well. And we hope you're enjoying them. These are all about speaking to local businesses about what they're doing, and also some of the very important local community groups that have sprung up during this sort of crisis. We've had some really interesting interviews with people who are doing such good work in our local community. So there you are then. So from Geoff and myself, thanks very much. We'll be back shortly. Bye-bye now.
Take care. Bye.